Okay, today we're going to be doing the one length cut. So first of all, I've done a centre section from the front of the hairline down to the nape. Okay, we're going to put the head slightly forward, and then we're going to take diagonal forward sections from below the occipital bone to the bottom of the ear, keeping these sections neat and tidy. Then we're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. Making sure the sections are nice and tidy. Okay, and then we're going to get the hair to the natural fall, and we're going to cut a complete square line using the comb. So I'm going to take some of the sides out and just have some of the middle. Let's take that out of the way. So comb right from the top. Okay, so keep your scissors nice and close. Use the comb, bring it all the way down, and then cut a square line. Then I'm going to use my fingers. I'm going to bring it down just to check, take off any little bits, just to keep it nice and square. Okay, so now I've got a square line. I'm going to continue, but when you bring it, you've got to imagine this person's got shoulders, you need to bring it back. Continue cutting a straight line. The edges are always a little bit weaker, so I suggest that you use your fingers just around those edges. Just to get the right amount of tension. So again, bring that in and then you bring it round, and then you continue cutting the square line. Use my fingers just to check for any little bits and bobs. Okay, and then we're going to check the balance. Okay, once the balance is correct, we're to go on to the next section, which is at the top, just before the crown, to the top of the ears. So I'd say it's probably about 2 inches thick. Keep the sections nice and neat. The top of the ears. I tend to use my clips for sectioning because it is a lot quicker. Okay, if the hair was a lot thicker, you take smaller sections. As long as you can see your guideline, then you continue in the same manner. So if you want to take some of the hair out of the way, if you feel more comfortable, then please do. So again, comb from the top, bring it all the way down. See my guideline nice and clear. Continue to cut to the same length. Again, the sides are a little bit weaker, so you can use your fingers through those. If the hair's thicker, then continue to cut through the comb. If the hair's finer or curly, use your fingers. So making sure that we keep the line nice and square, because remember our invisible shoulders. So again, it's a bit weak around here, so I'm going to use my fingers to cut. And then I'm going to check the balance. Okay, and then we're going to move on to a horseshoe section, which goes from the recession round to the crown. Again, the other side. Round, so we're going to cut the back and then we're going to move to the sides. But we're going to stay when we cut with the one length at the back. So if you imagine the shoulders, we're going to bring it all back to this area. Okay, because the hair is quite fine, there's not much to cut off. I'm going to use my fingers. If it was thicker, I would just cut through the comb. So I'm just going to take off those little wisps. So bring that section back behind the shoulders. And repeat the same the other side. And then we need to check balance. Okay, and then the last section, if the hair's fine enough, you can just let that down from the middle. Always cut from the middle with long hair, because then the whole haircut will be symmetrical, and then you can put it onto the side afterwards. So at the crown area, make sure you really comb that back so you don't get it parting like so. So continue, bring it back, remembering the shoulders. Make sure you can see the guideline. I'm using training scissors. As if I use my expensive ones, my scissors will come blunt. Okay, check the balance. Okay, once the balance is all correct, what we'll do now, we'll blow dry it using a flat paddle brush, and then we'll check obviously for any graduation at the end.